justice as a constitutional right. So now you need to look upon this mediation from the right-based approach. And the first point that I'm delivering you is with regards to the recognition. That means recognizing the access to justice as a constitutional right. And second one is encouraging the alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. So I want you to memorize these two important right-based approach that will come into for play in my upcoming delivery. So that means the first one is recognizing access to justice as a constitutional right, and the second one is the encouragement of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. So see, so while talking about this mediation and complementary justice system, the people-centered approach, in better terms, I regard it as a parties-centered approach, and also the tool for access to justice. So now, if you see, like in today's era, many organizations, if you want to tell me some of them, then it is with regards to the civil society organizations, the NGOs, and the donor-supported justice programs. It played a very important role in training the community mediators, in promoting women, especially ladies. So, and in the participants, I'm seeing like maximum, women participation, and I'm so happy. And I really know that you are going to be the best mediator in the future, and I'm really happy to see you growing all the day. So keep signing like this, and also like the major important role of the, like training the community mediators, and the best part is training the women actually. So that women group as mediators, and that's the very proud moment for all of us that I'm seeing in the floor that many ladies participants, and I'm truly, truly happy. And I must say that I'm proud of you all, and I want you to work for the social justice again. So with that note, the institutionalization of local mediation practices was very, very important. And so now I come back from this, 70s era to now 2011 AD. So 2011 AD, finally, Nepal, codified the Mediation Act, and now this particular framework has been regarded as a major significant milestone in the context of Nepal's mediation history, and with its very important features that underline the importance of mediation in modern era. That means the legal recognition of mediation. So now you can say like formal settlement of dispute as mediation, because now Mediation Act has also incorporated it and given the legal recognition of mediation as an independent dispute resolution mechanism. And this is actually with regards to the applicability of civil, family, commercial, and certain criminal matters. That means the PT criminal matters are also applies with the theme of mediation for sure. And why are we emphasizing on mediation is that the first one is the voluntarily participation. No one forces you to, you have to mediate a case, but it's a voluntary participation whereby the voluntary participation comes along with so many benefits. The first benefit is the confidentiality. As I stated that in the court, if you are, if the disputes are come along with the court, then the argumentation and also the overflow of information in the courtroom, you can imagine the situation. But mediation is held among the parties, and the information of the parties that remain confidential, and that is the most important feature that you must understand while understanding the benefits of mediation. And the third one is the neutrality. That means the mediator is again the neutral person, looking after like how can we actually restore and mediate among these two parties. So the neutrality is also one of the important ground for it. And then the enforceability of settlement of agreements. That means in mediation there will be the quick enforceability of settlement agreements, while a court takes around like years to enforce their settlements. So that is why this is very, very important. And now coming back to the today's era, that means today's modern era. Now we are, actually practicing mediation through the court-referred mediation. Sometimes court also refer and in Nepal, if you particularly ask me regarding the mediation with the court-referred mediation, then the community mediation centers also are there, and also the institutional mediation and the private mediation. And while I also look up on the methods and the measures of mediation in Bangladesh, I also find these practices, and that's truly fascinating for South Asian values, because mediation, as I say, that it is not only it was not a modern concept, but it was there even before the courts. So it is a very senior concept in the settlement of dispute. Being senior also, it has its utmost importance. So that's why Beams is also actually focusing on mediation rather than court settled disputes. So now, this actual mediation practices in Nepal has promotes a very healthy relationship among the parties, along with some of the important benefits and beneficiaries. The first one is the reduction in the case backlogs. As you see, even due to the different, long procedures of the court, even today we have very, many case backlogs, the piles of cases in the courts lying down. So with the, appraising of the concept of mediation, we have actually coped with reduction of case backlog cases, and that's very good. And for your information, in Nepal, we have in the Supreme Court itself, inside the Supreme Court, we have a mediation committee, and that mediation committee actually report mediation for different cases, and that is successfully running, and that has actually helped in a reduction of case backlogs, and that's very important.
It's 10:30.
And then the second one is the humanization of justice. So what do we mean by humanization of justice? Is that mediation promotes social harmony, and social harmonization is very, very important. And as a judicial officer myself, I work in the Supreme Court. I have now seen firsthand how mediation can transform dispute into dialogue. So dear participants, I want you to remember that mediation is such a magical tool that transfers disputes into dialogue. Now, so that's why, as a judicial officer also working in the Supreme Court of Nepal, I basically suggest people to please firsthand go to the mediation. Please follow mediation, because with the peaceful dialogue, we can settle the disputes, and that's the better part of mediation. And I really like people, the parties who choose mediation and then settled via mediation, because this actually help rendering justice in a speedy manner, and also there is no very bulky procedures, lengthy procedures as such. So that is why I believe that local governments now, because now Nepal is a federal republic country, since 2015-18, Nepal adopted a federal system, and this actually furthers, strengthen the mediation. Because now the local government, and I know that you participants know about the federal system, so quickly summarizing what federal system is for you. So federal system is whereby the country is divided into the three important, so for example, the federal, province and the state, and the local governments. So the local governments are constitutionally empowered to establish the judicial committees. So in the local government system, we have the judicial committees, and that also prioritize mediation. among the parties, and also like resolving disputes via mediation and the promotion of community level justice. So this itself is revolutionary because justice is no longer distant, but now it has become local, it has become participatory, and this has become inclusive. And now, for my delight, I'd like to allow me to state one statement is that now the mediators in Nepal, like majority is women. So women mediators, especially, they are actively participating in dispute resolutions via mediation, and they are not merely litigants, but they are also helping out in promoting the community level justice, reaching justices door to door, and also enhance justice in a very peaceful manner. And that's a very good part of selecting mediation in itself. And now, there is simply Nepal and Bangladesh. And Nepal and Bangladesh, we share a very communitarian values. We both believe in community, and we both believe in the legal evolution along with strong informal justice tradition, um, whereby Nepal mediation is not only culturally rooted, but it is like a state recognition, which is strengthening the traditional justice with the judicial support. So now the complete justice system packages that I have delivered from traditional era to now. Now, despite the progress in the mediation from since history to the present days, there are certain challenges. So, dear participant, now I'd like to look upon certain challenges that remain despite the progress. And the first one is the quality and consistency of mediation. That means now that is why I would like to thank BIMS for organizing this sort of training, because this will definitely enhance quality among the mediators like you. And the second one is the capacity building of the mediators. And my dear participants, I know that you will be the best mediator in the future, and with this sort of training, definitely please memorize all the points that I have rendered. Along with the points, try to look up in the critical aspect and also the challenges that comes along while practicing mediation by you. And the another one is ensuring gender sensitivity in mediation is also very important, and also like prevention of coercive settlements, integrating mediation with the digital justice system. So why am I emphasizing on digital justice system? Because the modern era had changed. Now people believe in digital system rather than the manual system. So now integration of mediation with the flourishing digital justice system is very important. That means the future of mediation in Bangladesh, it must lies in professionalization and the ethical standards, judicial oversight, and the cross-border learning in South Asia. So that is why I want you to focus on the cross-border learning. Why cross-border learning is that you will learn so many details on this from the social. I mean, South Asian perspectives. Even if you look up in the history of mediation in Nepal and of India and of Sri Lanka, maybe of Myanmar, anywhere, you will get some of the ideas on how the mediation is smoothly practicing and running in the cross borders, and that's how you also can institutionalize the pyramid of Bangladesh with the mediation. And Bangladesh is doing such great in terms of mediation that Nepal is also learning so many from Bangladesh. And Bangladesh is such a beautiful country with the strong scope of justice and also the concept of mediation. And I really I really love the concept that Bangladesh is actually focusing on the mediation as the soul of justice. So that's why you must understand that court decide justices. Sorry, court decide cases, but mediation heals society. So mediator is also known as the doctors because they heal the society. Healing the society means they actually try to look upon the cases in a peaceful manner, and they also want to maintain the relationship in a refined heritage that strengthens democracy. So that is why you mediators are the social healers. You mediators are the social doctors. You mediators are the social engineers. So that is why during this training session, remember that all the things, all the practical knowledge that you are